Okay. Well, we had quite a bit happen last time, and we had some people that were in and out throughout the night. So we're going to start with a recap of last session. I'm going
Is
to help you with where it started. It started with a couple of bandits, one named Timmy, and the other was
Leroy.
named. Which one?
Wasn't it Leroy?
It was Leroy. That is correct.
Tim and Leroy.
So who wants to tell me what happened with good old Timmy and Leroy, as well
Uh,
as Chuck, Kim, Ricky, Buck, Bobby, Kyle, Trandor, Steph, Tiny, and Tile.
I can tell you what we didn't do. We didn't kill him.
That is correct.
We did, however, last of us it. Kind of, not really. We just interrogated them. One of them said, I know a route around side the big scary owl bear. The other one said, actually, I know a hunter's route that you can take through the owl bear's territory, which is much shorter than going around and is safer than going through Rose Grove, which, would have been great, except the party split. One's going to the library, the other's taking Timmy's path. We took group one, Bindu's abs. Went through. Wait, am I taking?
What?
You're killing it so far.
Okay. Okay, so group A or group BA, Bindu's abs cut through Rose Grove because they're going to stay in the. They're going to look at the Gunter Cole's personal library or some shit to find something about Melia's affliction and just, general information. Leroy Jenkins decided to Leroy Jenkins it, and he's like, fuck, I'm out. So he's off doing something, probably betraying the party. Going over to NBA, which is No Bindu's abs. That's the group. They're cutting through the forest, and they were attacked by nightmare beasts, which have been following the party. I think there were 3 of them, and it looked like everything was going all right for them, except they were creating a lot of noise, which means Bernard, I think that's his name, I kind of forgot. Bernard pops up and is an owlbear that is fucking huge, and is now attacking the party. Meanwhile, in BA's group, they're having
Does
a
he look
delightful
like a
conversation.
Bernard? Hold on. Wait, it
I
didn't
don't
pop
know.
up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
That's how we determine parties. It's the party with Bindu's abs and the party without Bindu's abs. NBA and BA.
There
I
we go.
think we is easy for Melia to say, considering she has a split personality. I don't want it to be construed as the objective opinion of the entire party. Just saying.
It is.
It's the royal we.
I think that's a Bernard.
This is a Bernard.
Yes. What was it called? I know it was called something else,
The
but I just.
Beast.
Oh, that's it. Oh well, Bernard
Yeah.
the Beast, BB,
Think like the Sandlot. The Beast.
the Beast. Oh wait, so they have Bernard the Beast. So it'd be BTB, the BTB group, and also the NBA. No Bin News apps. BTB, NBA.
I think you need to simplify it just a little bit.
TBT, NBA, and then BTB because it's
Yes.
Turabix's Trey, No Bindu's abs, Bernard
Guys,
the Beast.
we're the poison buddies. Everyone else should just call us that.
Okay, got it. The Poison Buddies, NBA. No. But yeah, so now
with the
Bernard,
asterisk.
And
Bernard's on
Dewey.
the attack.
Don't forget Dewey.
Oh, and Dewey.
Dewey
Dewey
MVP.
Bear.
Oh, is he wearing like a blue shirt? Where's the red and the green one?
What?
Never mind.
Oh, Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah. But the other group is now having a delightful tea conversation and playing the game. And due to some miscommunication, they know we gave them our real names. Oopsie poopsie.
Miscommunication.
Lemon scoopsie.
There was
So
to no communication.
yeah, we were going by
Line
vibes,
is
and
fine.
were the vibes solid on that one given our real name? Anyway, he knows her name, and now the game is being played, and you got one person who's really good at playing the game, but she's supposed to be dead, which Crane is like, aren't you supposed to be dead? And Valeris is like, yeah, I suppose, but people tend to lie. And he's like, you know what, fair enough, girl, fair enough, spilled it tea. The other two are looking at books. Amelia's eating a crumpet. The other team is dying because they're a part of the NBA.
Amelia is eating your
And that's-
carpet. The other team is dying.
I'm just happy. I'm happy to be in a group that is not fighting for their lives, because when it was Misthaven,
I had
always
to
fighting
keep
for
with
my
the
life.
Misthaven tradition. One group goes to the spa, and the other group's in mortal danger.
Okay,
You all
wait,
can join
which-
me on the hospitality train.
So just to make sure, Nick, we're at the spa, right? Like, this isn't some Uno reverse shit, right?
This isn't just as dangerous of a situation. Why would that? No, what? Why would you think that?
We can
Nick,
hear his sarcasm all the way upstairs. Just so
No.
you guys know.
I think
I
this
have
guy's
terrible
really
insight.
solid.
This is wonderful.
Hold on, let me see if this is sarcasm. Let me roll for it. Oh God, fuck! I can't open the box. Okay. No, that sounds like sarcasm, Nick. I rolled a 19. Everything's going up, Rachel, today. I'm calling BS. We're in trouble.
Oh well, in that case, if we're then you definitely think that this is a dangerous situation, and him knowing your real names, especially the fact that Malia, he said something about your parents, which rings
Mhm.
really weird. Seems like this man knows more than he probably should.
Oh, I thought he was talking to someone else.
No, he was talking to
Fuck.
you.
But then again,
Oh,
sometimes
no.
it does feel like other people know Malia's parents better than she does.
Oh,
Yeah, my mom is a
Owlbear
great
is
sister.
looking pretty good now, huh?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. You got me there.
Owlbear's looking tasty.
Well, that was a pretty good recap. Anybody have anything they want to fill in? Oh, wait, there was one major thing missing. It has to do with Zyzeris and Tura.
Oh!
oh,
Oh,
right.
yeah, there was a little face reveal because Amanda was away making animal handling checks.
The cat's out of the bag. Or the
But
snake
yeah.
out of the mask.
You brought the cat?
I
The
did.
snake threw a cat party.
No, I left him at home.
You
I
fed
thought
the
it would
cat
make
to the
Mia
snake?
follow us, and it didn't.
The
Don't feed
sneaky
your cat
snakes
to
are now
Zyzeris.
secret snakes.
Oh, yes, yes.
No, we can't. You can't be the
No,
SS.
no, no, can't be that party name.
Card.
Nope.
We need
As
the
soon
bingo
as I
card.
said that, I'm like, oh.
I mean, you guys did just murder a whole bunch of people.
We did.
Yeah, but we saved 2 of them.
Yeah, so, Nick, we were defending ourselves.
And allowed one of
Yeah.
them to run off with our whole backstory and future plan, just in his back pocket for no reasons. We do still
Actually, we
have
did
There were
too.
Timmy
reasons.
in our group. To be
So-
fair, Timmy
Oh,
is
so
still
you're
with
saying-
us, so we can
so
still
you're
kill
saying we
him if we
shoulda-
need to.
So you're saying we should have got rid of his back pocket?
Are you saying
That
we were
is one
supposed to-
interpretation of what I said. Yes.
But
Another
wait.
interpretation of last session is maybe we shouldn't burn campfires.
I hear that, but then I heard you say no fire, and I'm not enthralled with that. I need my fire.
Are you afraid
It's
of the
within
dark
you.
too?
I just really want to set things on fire, guys. Like, this is my outlet.
You are the fire. You don't need to set it.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
Just think that you are Elmo.
I can sense the lack of
Oh, we have the
enthusiasm in
same
that idea, but just think it over.
Plead the patties. All right.
Well, I think that because of where we left off last week, which was me calling for for Jethro, I think that's where I want to pick up. So Jethro,
Yes.
I believe you had rolled a 21 on your investigation check. I was going about resolving everyone's investigation checks. Bindu, well, oh, that was something we skipped over in our recap. Bindu, can you tell me what you found in the first book that you opened?
I found something that indicated that those who would pray for knowledge would be granted it. And I was sitting there considering the morality of, myself who does not believe in, worshiping gods, having to
Yes.
pray for their assistance.
The exact wording was those that earnestly pray for knowledge from the seventh sanctum shall receive it.
So Bindu is currently trying to figure out how he can earnestly pray, given who he is.
Huh? Well, but Jethro, you rolled a 21. And Jethro, you're kind of not super interested in talking to Linus Crane. You were very interested in all the books around you.
Yes.
All books.
But you're just kind of thumbing through scrolls and other things like that, just in the library's collection. And you come upon a very interesting scroll, and I need you to roll me an Arcana check.
How about 27?
Ooh, I like that 27, my guy. So, two things. One of the rules was you don't take anything from the library. The second thing is this is a spell scroll of invisibility.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, fuck. That's a natty one. Didn't pick that up. Sorry about that, everyone.
Well, I won't take it from the library, but I will take it with me while I'm looking for books on Giant. Just in case.
They don't have anything that's like ancient. Like they have the normal things that you've seen before. Books on the ordning of giants. Well, you do find one book. Actually, just make me a history check. How much do you already know about giants? Let's start there.
821.
Jesus.
21. Okay. So you do know that that there the land that like giants don't come from the material plane in this world. They come from a place called Maclear, which is the home of the World Tree.
That's a name I've heard before.
And so you do find books that kind of reference this, and talk about the ordning of giants. Just like cloud giants, fire giants, frost giants, stone giants, hill giants. There's so many damn giants.
Subgiants like trolls and ettins.
Yeah, but this is a lot of stuff that you know already. You don't find anything that's like like you're like, oh, this is groundbreaking. You're just kind of like, yeah, this is run-of-the-mill stuff that I've seen before.
Well, I think he's specific. He's not looking for information on giants. He's just looking for books written in giant because he wants to study the language. So that way he may be able to converse with Birkin if we ever get back up to the mountain.
They do not have any of those either. At least that you can find.
Yeah. Okay.
What kind of library is this?
This is good. This is good. It's a start.
Bindu. What you gonna do, bud?
So, Bindu, being that it's a library, he's going to find a nice quiet spot with a table. Going to go sit down. And he's going to try to, like, meditate and see if he can't put himself back in that place where he first met the god of magic. And he's just going to try to commune with the goddess.
And what do you try to say to her?
Well, first I'm gonna have to find her name again, because Bindu would definitely remember it. There we go. As he's meditating, he's going to again picture that temple where he met her, try to place himself there, and just call out, Alemania, I seek thy guidance and thy counsel. Wilt thou answer me?
Well, that depends, Bindu. How does your heart feel as you are reaching out?
I mean, he agreed to like work with her, and there was an agreement about like an exchange of knowledge, and he wanted to learn more. She wanted his services, so he feels like this is in the spirit of that. Even if, because again, they discuss like this is not a worship sort of situation, but he acknowledges her power and is willing to work with her in his pursuit of knowledge.
Bindu, you don't like hear a voice or any kind of like response in that regard, but when you open your eyes, you can see that there's this kind of like trail of like it's like a trail of magical dust that you can kind of see weaving its way through the library back towards where Valeris and Aaliyah are speaking with Linus Crane, and back towards this larger kind of fireplace.
And let's see if I can find like a vantage point where I'm not disrupting their conversation to study the fireplace better. Hopefully not being observed.
Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
All right. We all know how amazing Bindu's stealth is.
It's hard to not see him, honestly.
It's a 10.
Is he covering up the abs for the stealth check?
10's pretty good. You kind of climb up to like one of these higher balconies and are looking down at the fireplace, and you can see what looks to be a magical hidden switch uh, that is located on that fireplace.
Okay, I'm definitely going to file that away. I don't think going and hitting the switch while they're just like sitting there having tea would be a smart thing to do. So I'm going to keep perusing the books, but as soon as dude leaves, I'm going to find the switch.
Well, with that, we're gonna jump back on over to if there was like if I had music playing, it would go from like this like soft music of the library to this like thumping, pounding action music as we're back in the heat of the moment as the nightmarish creature known as Bernard the Beast. Oh, you could thank Rachel for that. Has made its presence known, drawn to the fear of one Timothy that is
Damn it, Timmy.
currently running away, leaving you all behind to fight the nightmares. And I believe it was the nightmare creature's turn.
No, they definitely already went.
I definitely don't think they did.
Yeah, no, they just didn't hit anyone.
No, I definitely think it's their turn.
I think Amanda's right. I think Amanda's right.
I think the first one is going to take a bite at Tura.
Can we take a vote?
But I think
think
I'm pretty sure an 8 misses. The next one's taking a bite at Trey. 23. I'm pretty sure that hits. Trey, you're going to take 8 points of piercing damage, and he needs you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Where the hell did Trey go? I have too many characters.
What are you, a dungeon master? Damn, 21's good. So you just take the 8 piercing damage. The second one's gonna bite you for a natural 20, Trey. And so that's gonna be. That only rolled. Ooh, Trey. I apologize in advance for this. 18 points of piercing damage.
you can stop this. You can stop this at any time, Nicholas.
Nah. All right. The beast is going. Hold on. He needs a nameplate. Much more intimidating. The beast is going to lumber its way down. It does.
Jesus. It's huge.
Yeah. And it has long arms. So, Trey, here comes one more.
What's he at now?
I don't know, but does a 19 hit you, Trey?
Yes.
Okay.
If I could turn back time.
Now Jethro's in the library.
Yeah, sorry. Jeremy, you didn't use your teleport thing last session, right?
No, I used it on the first combat round, but not the second.
Gotcha. Damn.
That's 8 points of piercing damage, Trey. Are you still up?
All right, Trey is down. Nope.
Okay, then this next attack is going Bigsy's way.
God damn it.
2 with its beaks and 1 with its claws, because it has multiple beaks. Okay, so 23 to hit Bigsy's.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 13 piercing damage. And then his claws come in Bigsy's way. For 19.
19 will hit.
For 16 slashing.
I'm still up.
All right, it's your guys' turn.
Oh my god. Fuck.
So Trey, you're up first.
Tree's down.
Death saving throws, right?
Death. Yeah, that's right. Can I get a death saving throw from you, Trey?
Yes. Um,
Fuck owl bears.
uh-oh.
That's one
One
failure.
for you.
Oh my god, try!
Well, good news. Big Z's, it's your turn.
Okay, so I want to do two things, but I need to make sure I can do them before I do them. So if I need to undo one to do the other, you have to tell me.
Okay.
Because healing word, I want to cast that on Trey, and that's a spell, correct?
Correct. But it's a bonus
action.
Is it?
Healing word is.
Okay. It says it. Okay, I was looking, I was like, where does it say it? Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm also, okay, so we're gonna do healing word on Trey. I'm gonna do that at a second level. For 11.
Trey, you're back up to 11 hit points.
Oh, yeah. I'm still standing. I didn't hear no bell. Thank you, Bixes.
And then Big C's is she's gonna hold on to her staff very, very tightly. I'm gonna move to like here ish. This is a good spot. And then I'm going to cast Wild Shape on myself. And she's gonna turn into an owl bear. And she is going to stare at this creature, and she's gonna like poof up her wing feather, like, you know, herself, and like kind of block this massive owl bear from Trey and her party, and try and intimidate the fuck out of it. She's an adorable owl bear. And now I have to remember how to do all these things.
Okay, so as you shapeshift into this owl bear form, you can. Uh-huh.
Do I roll for the hit points, or do I just take what they say?
Wild shapes, I think you take what it says.
Okay.
So, Bigsies, you can, as you're kind of like channeling this power through Azusa, and you kind of feel this form erupt around you, you can feel a connection form with the beast, and you hear Azusa's gravelly kind of voice in your mind, and it says, the nightmare is not spreading from this creature. It has been corrupted by something else.
Well, that's just sad.
And that's going to be your turn, I believe, right?
Can I attack in the same time I turn into an owl bear?
I do not believe so, because it takes your action, right?
Yeah. I mean, I had the ability to make it a bonus action, but I didn't because I had to heal Trey. But yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh no! Actually, I still have bear. I still have
Dewey.
I have multiple animals helping me right now.
Maybe make Dewey Timmy since Timmy ran off.
Dewey's so much better than Timmy. Do I still have that shape? That'd be cool. No. Okay. so
Timmy
we
really
are
ran
good.
off, right? We don't have him in the
Yeah. Oh
initiative
yeah.
order.
He is
He's
gone.
technically still on the map down here.
But not for long.
He has not actually successfully gotten over the frightened check that the dogs made him do at the very start of this fight. Like, he has not made a successful wisdom save yet.
I don't blame him then. It's not his fault. He's not smart.
I don't think I have either.
He's
Because
just
things
a
keep getting
boy.
worse.
Does a 15 hit the nightmare dog?
Which one? Yes. The answer is
yes.
But which one?
The one that Bear is facing.
This one?
No, the Bear. Dewey.
Oh, Dewey. Yes.
Dewey's attacking.
Sorry.
Sorry.
11
not
damage.
that bear. No, not that bear. The other bear.
The other bear.
11 damage from the magical
Magical
bear. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's what I got.
Okay, that was a pretty good turn. Timmy rolled a 5 on his wisdom save, so he's still scared. But he's gonna like cower behind this pillar and watch what happens. Tura, it's your turn.
Okie dokes. I'm going to. Can I aim chromatic orb at the owl thing's head, please?
Sure. Chromatic orb is a ranged spell attack, and you are within melee of this doggy.
So it just means you'll be swinging at disadvantage. So rolling twice and taking the lower. So she's going to swing at disadvantage.
So 8 to
Both
hit.
of them are really bad. 8 and 11. So.
I
So
think
8.
those will both miss. Yes. Miss. So you conjure up your chromatic orb and fling it towards this creature's head, just as it kind of like rears down to bite at Bigsies, and the chromatic orb kind of just misses its head.
Can I use my bonus action for 2-weapon fighting?
Oh, are you inspired? Pink Dot?
Yes, she is.
Would you like to use your inspiration?
Okay.
Add a d6 to that.
Well, 8 plus 5 is 13. That hits.
Nice.
So forget everything I said as your chromatic orb smashes this thing in the dome. What element are you using with your chromatic orb?
Lightning.
I'm feeling lightning damage for 15.
He seems to take all of that. As his head like shakes, you can see all 4 eyes are blinking. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, Xyzerus.
Alright, so Xyzerus is still frightened because of the howl at the start of this combat. So he can't get any closer. So for his bonus action, seeing this giant owlbear monstrosity haul its mass out into the open, he's going to like slowly draw out his blade from his scabbard, starting his blade song for his bonus action. And we are going to go for an acid splash between these two, the beast and the nightmare guy. So dex save from the two of them. DC 14.
The beast got an 8, and the doggy got a 9.
Well, that's going to be only 3 acid damage to both of them.
And 3 to Trey, right? No, I'm kidding. The acid splashes on both of them, searing off just like kind of parts of their skin.
And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to make one more wisdom save to see if I can break the frightened. I don't think an 8's going to do it.
Ryan.
I mean, things are going downhill fast. Trey just got dropped and he's being eaten alive.
I'm just gonna, do you remember what the DC is on that save?
No.
It's 11. It's not a high save, Ryan.
Oh, maybe not for you, Mr. the Beast.
Well, speaking of Mr. the
Vixis
Beast,
has already swapped sides. She's joined the Owlbears. She's led us into this ambush.
This is my father.
She was an owlbear the whole time.
this Dogie is going to attack this Owl Bigsis. 17 hits the Owl Bigsis.
He does.
For 14 piercing damage.
Can you give me control of the token so I can keep track of?
Yes.
Better.
Not like that. I can't though. I gotta do it up here. Edit.
I was gonna write down the math, but I was like, nope, not today. Too much work.
Can you do it now? Yeah. This one is gonna bite at Owl Bigsis with advantage. Does a 14 hit?
Yeah, he only has 13.
11 points of piercing damage. And then the big beastie's going to
I don't think I'm gonna survive this round.
use his action.
Pretty sure we're all gonna die.
Look at Tura, and Tura, I need you to make me a DC 13 intelligence saving throw.
Good news, we did make it into the beast territory, which is more than most. So we're already better than people. So 23, noise.
I think maybe I'm okay.
Yeah, that natural 20 is definitely going to shake off the invoked nightmare that this creature tried to envelop around your brain. You get a brief glimpse of a manifestation of your deepest fears, but you kind of like close your eyes for a second, shake it off, and realize it for the illusion that it is. And you
I am your deepest fear, bitch.
That's going to be its action for this round. Oh, one more Dogie. It's going to bite Dewey.
He can try.
22?
Hold on, I have to find this now.
For 8 piercing damage.
Am I not hit him?
I want to apologize for how well I'm rolling right now.
No, you don't.
I do.
How much damage?
8 piercing damage. That crit on Trey was crazy.
They fucked us up real good. Real good. The healer's a now bear.
Speaking of Trey, it is his turn.
Yo, we're gonna stand up. We're gonna punch this creature in front of me.
Do you want to punch the Dogie or the owlbear?
He can't reach the owlbear. Unless you're talking about me. You think he's gonna punch me?
I'll hit the dog. Do I still have inspiration?
Yes. Tura does.
What is that dice?
D6.
The dream?
10 does not hit.
All right. Bonus action, swing, punch 2 times.
All right.
Pounce.
A natural 20 is going to hit.
And then I need.
What is that, 3 now?
That is. Oh. So those 4d6 plus 5.
So it'll be. So it's the 7 plus the 4 plus 5.
Yeah.
So 16 total.
Yes. And then last Pounce.
That hits. Roll some damage. All
Alright, and then
right.
9.
Anything else that you would like to do?
That is all my kit and caboodle.
Bigsies.
Okay, let's see what this owlbear can do. We are going to do. We're gonna. Yeah. Okay. I gotta go after the big boy. Oh, like this. Okay. We can do this. We're gonna fight the owlbear.
Owlbear fight.
Owlbear versus owlbear.
Kaiju fight.
So let's do 11 with my beak. Is 11 gonna hit?
11. No.
Okay, well that's okay because I had still my claws, so I just like tried to nip at him to fake him out. It was intentional, so I could try and hit him with a 10 with my claws. So that's good. That's good. You know, really, okay. So here's Bigsy. She just sees that Trey got up, and she sees that the owlbear took like another swipe, and she's just like trying really hard to like. She's focused more on like blocking her troop than fighting, and so she's really in the defensive stance. Can an owlbear talk? Can she yell at the other owlbear? I don't know. Can I scare him? Can I yell at him to
Make me an intimidation check.
Okay. Do I get an advantage because I'm an owlbear?
Yes.
13. 22, because Azusa, you know, she's scary. She's a stick.
Okay. All right. What's Dewey doing?
He's fighting. He's fighting. He's gonna hold the team. He's all I got in this fight. So we're gonna Dewey it up. He's going to 24. Look at him go. He can fucking hit when he's a bear.
24
hits.
And he's gonna hit for 11 damage. Wow, Dewey, thank you for doing something. That's why he's called Dewey, because he doos it.
How do you picture Dewey doozing this dog?
Wow.
He bites it in the throat, and it just turns into dust.
Anything else?
That's all I can do.
All right. Let's see if Timmy can make this save. He cannot. Tura.
Oh, actually, Rook, can I make Dewey after he does it? Can he turn around and start like charging towards the other? Can he move? Can Dewey move?
I have no idea. What are the rules for Dewey?
Yeah, he can move. I just didn't.
Oh yeah.
If he's allowed to, sure.
Okay, Dewey moves to there.
Dewey moves to there. That would be a decent title for a movie. Anyways, Tura, you are now no longer engaged in melee combat.
Okay. But the owl is still mean.
Yes, this Bernard is still looking quite mean.
Got it. So I'm gonna throw one of my daggers, but the one that I have a special bond with, and I can call her back as a bonus action.
Sure. Go ahead and roll your ranged attack.
Mm-hmm.
Fire away.
No. 15?
15 hits.
Oh, cool.
Let's go.
8 damage.
All right. Is this dagger magical?
I mean I'm attuned to it. I can call it back. Does that make it magical?
I don't know. You tell me. I do not often
Yes.
play.
It's my magic dagger.
Let
If
me
that
look
makes
at
any difference to
let
you.
me look at Eldritch Knight really quick.
If it's a good thing. If it's a bad thing, then no, it's not a magical dagger at all. It's a normal dagger that I can call back with my whatchamacallit feature.
The Eldritch Knight.
Right.
Weapon bond.
You want to find it?
Yeah, it's right there.
Ritual. Once you bond the weapon, can't be disarmed unless incapacitated.
I can summon it as a bonus action to my hand if it's on the same plane of existence, unless it's been gobbled up somewhere else. And I can have up to 2. And my other one's my greatsword, which is not great for that because it's not really great for throwing. But we did allow some rule breaking in its first use.
I do not believe this makes your weapon magic.
Okay. Well, then you tell me, Nicholas.
I just did. It is
Okay.
not magical.
Good.
Because
Then it's not magical.
You could pick up a plus 1 dagger and then bond with it, and yeah. So it's a regular dagger, but it still comes back to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Dagger seeks in. Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, does that doesn't do any damage because it's a non-magical weapon?
It does some damage, just not as much as a magic weapon would.
Okay, then I think it can do 2-weapon fighting, right? It can throw it again. Or no, wait, not 2-weapon fighting. It's something else.
Is it a bonus
I can take
action
it
to call it back, or does it come back as a free action?
It comes back as a bonus. It's not free. So I've used my action. I've used my bonus action. But then if I wanted to do my action surge, I can throw it again.
That is did you already action surge?
Not this round, no. I have it marked from a previous session.
So yeah, because you can action surge once per short rest.
Right.
So you haven't rested since you action surged last, right?
I think I have, because the last time we were in a fight, like, we rested, didn't we? The last time we were in a fight was when we were fighting the troop. But it doesn't matter. Actually, I'm not planning on using it right now anyway, so we can skip it.
Okay,
All right.
perfect. All right. Would you like to move? Was that a no? Hello?
What's up?
Oh, did Tura want to move?
You know what? Yeah, because my other weapons are better closer up. But I'll flank Dewey. Can I flank Dewey?
Well, flanking Dewey, unless you're attacking Dewey.
No, I'm not attacking Dewey. I want to help Dewey.
Just get close by Dewey so that next round you can get into attack.
With which one would be better? In front of Dewey or behind Dewey?
That's up to you. Okay, perfect. Zyzeris.
I'm going behind Dewey.
All right, behind Dewey it is.
All right, so Cyzeris is not having a great time with all this shenanigans going on. So since the acid splash is not being nearly as effective as he would have hoped in this life or death, very life or death moment, with the fear just like adrenaline rushing through his system, he's going to produce that wand of web that he got a couple of sessions ago and cast a 20-foot cube.
It's a dex saver initially?
Yeah, dex save initially, or it's going to be restrained in that area.
At the start of its turn.
It got a natural 20.
Well, crap. Well, it's going to be difficult terrain, I think.
All right, difficult terrain it
And
is. Oh, God.
for bonus action, he's going to try and inspire Bixis to give her a D6 bardic inspiration. Bixis, it seems to be a bit tougher than the things that we've dealt with in the past. Are you sure that facing it head on is the right solution, or perhaps we should flee after Timmy? We don't want him getting away with what he knows, after all.
Tura turns and runs to murder Timmy.
And
That sounds like a great plan.
he's going to take a half a step back on the log, and that's going to be his turn.
All right, make me a wisdom saving throw, Cyzeris.
Go on, Cyzeris! Oh, natural 20.
My
Yay!
I'm not afraid anymore.
Cyzeris has overcome his fear.
Forget everything I said. We can take him.
And with that triumph, we're gonna go back to the library. But that kind of battle music, while quieter, still stays. You can feel that tension as Bindu stands on the balcony examining this fireplace. We zoom down to Malia and Valeris, bent over a cup of tea with Linus Crane. So you are not going to be staying with us the evening. Where is it that you are heading to? As he takes a sip of his tea.
No,
We are actually.
library. Don't know specifically. We'll be going. What? Wait, what did Valeris say?
Hold on. Not much of anything. I was stalling.
Summer's thinking.
Yes, Summer is thinking. We actually.
As she's.
planned to-
Oh.
Sorry.
No,
Head-
you go ahead.
We actually plan to head straight back to Rahadum once we are done here.
Oh, interesting. So you'll be returning to Pondhaven to catch a boat then, I'm assuming.
Damn it, I
Yes.
just closed the map, Nick.
What do you want from me?
I believe that is the plan. However, plans don't always go. You know, they don't always come to fruition.
It's quite.
Too many variables to really be certainly certain.
Of course. I just gotta remember how I had this guy talking.
Sounded like a Ponce.
He was a Ponce. Well, I wonder, what are your thoughts on the incoming rumors of war?
It's going to be out. I mean, come on, you can't go. You can't have a full-blown war. They'll solve it. So I haven't really thought of it.
As the lone person from Carnarest among a group of Rahadumi, I could see how you feel that way.
Yes, well, I mean, my family has You apparently do know my family, but that we fought alongside the walls, and we were the last ones to prevent the invasion of what are they called again? Of the Yuan-Ti. So even if there was a war, unless they can stay there forever, we know our siege tactics and how to break a siege. So it won't come to that.
Apparently, from the rumors I hear, Carnarest is the one doing the sieging.
I didn't know that. that's a bit odd. Well,
Fortunately,
I don't.
at present, it seems that they are just. Although I do hope they don't lead into anything more.
If it came down to it, I wonder which side the mages will be on. The wizards tend to claim that they do not have a hand in politics, but if it comes to their city, would they not fight to defend it? I wonder.
That is an interesting question that I think a lot of us have to answer. Isn't that right?
And perhaps I should ask
She's
them
really just.
themselves. He looks around. Bindu, I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if he sees you.
He
What was,
BRB'd.
what was that stealth? He got a 10?
Yeah.
Well, that's a 15. So Linus Crane definitely sees Bindu. Jethro.
Jethro fell off a ladder.
Let's see if
What are you doing on a ladder?
I was trying to get a book.
Jethro, what would be your passive stealth? This would be lower than a 15, right?
I'm not trying to be quiet, but yes, I think it's what is passive score? It's 8 plus I'm not even proficient, so 9.
Master Biloxi, how do you feel about the incoming war on your homeland? Surely, once you return, you will have strong feelings about it.
Yes, I mean, realistically, I would. But war is war. It happens. I just hope that cooler heads will prevail. But if it comes down to an actual altercation, I won't know until I'm in the moment.
A lot of won't know, a lot of this or that. Not many of you have the courage of your convictions, it sounds like. No matter, I understand. It's a messy situation. After all, we should be united as one. The fires that still burns within our hearts still binds us together, does it not? Look at you working together. It's very impressive.
Yes.
As we're all basically doing our own thing in this room. Yes, we're working together.
Tell me, what other rumors have you heard around the land?
He takes a sip of his tea and puts it back down on the table. Oh, there's the terrible news of the missing, the heirs of the throne. I truly worry for their safety.
Yes, we'd heard much of the same. I do hope that they are in safe hands. Hope.
What is it that you've heard? We've been trying to find any kind of information we can to bring the heirs back to the queen.
We
Simply
know
they
as much
are
as you do.
missing. which I would believe is tragic
I-
enough as it.
I hope they do find them.
Uh,
Any other rumors that
you
you've heard?
you see Linus makes a nod at the guards of the door, and they pull the doors close.
Would you happen to have a book on soils and fertilizers by chance?
It's possible, Master Veloxy, but I wonder, are you sure that your Ursine companion didn't say anything of the whereabouts of the missing children?
We don't know anyone named Ursing.
Oh, you're gonna need to make me a deception check, Malia.
It's a bear.
Oh, she doesn't.
Ursine's a bear.
She doesn't know anyone named. Oh yeah,
Ursine is a
the bear. Yes, but
Rachel not knowing what
Amelia's trying
He
to be
was not my
cute.
companion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is true.
was Valeris's companion.
Deception, right?
Oh yes, please. That's a good one.
19.
That's
Really good.
Your joke lands. He chuckles a little.
Oh, there was that one bear, but it wasn't an actual. It was just a fey creature, right?
I
was
think
the
I
thing?
killed it.
Yeah. Did we?
You
I think I
see
did.
he pours like himself another cup of tea, and he says, "Your sister has sent me word of the incident at Ebonreach." And he like puts the teapot like back on the table, takes a sip of the tea. Valeris looks at you. I will ask again. Are you sure that your friend Orso didn't tell you anything? I have ways of being very persuasive. And he
I'm
puts like
sure you
this
do.
big bag of gold up on the table.
Oh please.
Hey, can I talk to you for a bit? No.
No. I'm sure that you can be very persuasive in your tactics, Sir Crane. However, I can assure you that we don't know anything about the missing children, other than, of course, the fact that they are missing.
All right, maybe a deception check with advantage because Amelia's 19.
And funny joke.
16. Oh, I didn't even
Oh,
mean
thank
to do
God.
that. I have my own dice.
Yeah. Let's try that deception.
Hmm?
I'm gonna chrono shift it. See if you can get a higher roll than a 16.
Yeah.
With advantage, go for it.
That's not much bad. Oh, that is better. 19.
Okay, we're doing some really well on these rolls. He looks at you. And you can see that he's kind of like he's got his like lips kind of pressed tight together. Like he's kind of just like annoyed that you're not going to tell him. But you know he's not going to like really let you see that. And he he stands up and he takes the gold off the table and kind of puts it back in his like belt. And he kind of collects the tea tray, and he says, "Well, very well. You have our hospitality for as long as you need the library, and I wish you a lovely Borealis day. And if you change your minds, you know where to find me."
Oh, do you need any help getting rid of that tea? I'll happily assist you anyway.
Oh, it is my pleasure to take care of it. Don't you worry.
All right.
Oh, one more thing. Valeris, your sister says, well, she said something along the lines of, your mother and father worry about you.
Oh.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for your hospitality, Sir Crane.
And he's going to leave you all be.
As soon as he like leaves, I'm gonna make my way down and really inspect the fireplace to find that switch.
The guards are still at the door, Bindu.
Can
Okay,
Malia walk? Can Malia distract the guards somehow?
Well, that depends. What are you gonna do?
Do they have bows?
They have halberds.
She's going to turn up the charm. She's going to try to charm him.
I can't
Not
wait to
charm
see this.
person because I did not. What?
Can't wait to
We-
see this.
We've got this.
We don't need Rachel charming person. That always turns out badly.
It's well, we name one time.
Chad.
Chad.
Name
And
3 times. Name 2 others.
oh, when
A
Boblin.
goblin,
you
I'm pretty sure.
and when you tried
Well,
to get what's her name to like crap on stage, what was that one?
Okay, well, that wasn't charm person.
I was afraid of sickness.
Amalia's gonna.
I think you tried to
How-
charm
how
the
old are
police
you?
afterwards, though.
That's
You
what
did,
happened.
yeah.
She tried to charming
Yeah.
the security
Oh,
guard.
okay.
That's right.
Okay, well, we don't need a dog pile on, it's just my decisions. They were great decisions. It's just full ruling. But Malia's going to walk up to them. How old do they look?
I got one real quick. The tavern owner in the college town that you were supposed to babysit and you ran away. That was a bad persuasion at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite one.
Oh, that was the same event as her charming the security guard. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
Those two-
that was the same session.
That was her abandoning children to go enact her revenge on Mago.
And then Lavinia using her weakness, using Kieran's weakness to her advantage.
And Chad sleeping with Lavinia. That all came from that same session.
That was a good
Oh
session.
fuck. Okay, but Malia's going to guards. Gonna try to charm them or just distract them. Whatever comes first. How old do they look? This is
They're
important.
wearing helmets, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Do they have the stance like they have a family? Do I get that vibe?
What would
Can
that,
I get that
what would
vibe?
that stance look like?
The hunchback.
It's the big fat wallet that has like 15 pictures of kids.
Yes.
Do they have that look?
The dad bod? Do either of them have a dad bod, is what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
You don't
Yeah,
know they're
Rachel's
wearing full
mother.
plate armor.
Excuse me. Hi. Hello. How do you wield one of those halberds? I've never personally gotten a lot out of it because I'm to a bunch of nerds. So, how do you wield it? Just wondering.
You
Hi.
see the guy that you're talking to says like this, and he doesn't move, and he just holds it where it is.
So you don't throw it?
Jasper, no.
Exactly. No.
Well, it seems like you'd be able to throw it. Oh, by the way, my name's Malia. But I would have assumed that you could throw it because the halberd is a spear, right?
No.
Like a kind of spear.
The
You know,
halberd is like a
it is-
giant axe. It's a pole arm with an axe on the end of it.
Okay. I knew I was in the right realm. Really, you can't. I assume like if you were able to throw it up higher, you could, maybe stake someone with it. Sorry, I only know bows. And maybe, but it. Are you sure that you can't throw it?
Quite sure.
Am I? That doesn't seem right. I swear that I saw someone throw it.
Hmm.
Look, there's a courtyard, right? Do you mind showing me if you can throw it or not?
I do mind.
One of them likes books too much to even think about hurting them. The other one's an even bigger nerd. Look, we'll only be out there for maybe 3-5 minutes.
Hmm.
How much trouble can they get into? Not that much.
You just see, like, he's just staring down at you.
Come on, 3-5 minutes. I'll even wager a couple of coins that I think I have.
He, like, stands, like, just at attention, and he says, "Will that be all, miss?"
I mean, yes. Are you going to show me if you can throw it?
No.
All right, okay. Well, suppose. Well, that is a damn shame either way. Well, looks like I owe a buddy of mine 20 silver. Oh. What about your friend? You want to try to throw a halberd?
No.
I'm really trying. Have they been have they been well distracted? Have I caused a distraction?
No, they're like the guards in front of Buckingham Palace. You get nothing out of them.
God, fuck. How can I cause a distraction? I don't know how to flirt. Can I
You
roll
could
to
set
flirt
things on
as
fire.
the ship?
Distractions.
Actually, yes. Do you happen to know where the water closet is?
Down the hall on the left. He will show you. And he, like, turns to the other guard, and the guard, like, turns and, like, goes down, like, 3 doors and, like, motions to his left.
As she's leaving, she's going to try to give a thumbs up to everyone, like, I at least got rid of one. And then she'll go down. Well, I tried, guys. Did not work. Went in there without a plan. It's fine. Malia does not have the confidence of any of the other characters.
Jethro, Valeris, and Bindu, what are the 3 of you doing as Malia manages to get one of the guards to leave the room?
I'm seeing what Bindu's doing. He seems awfully interested in the fireplace.
Yeah, now that, I mean, again, they can stand there. I'm just looking at the fireplace.
Yeah, as you get closer, Bindu, you can see just like on the inside of the fireplace, because there's no fire in it right now, that there is this switch that you think is going to open some kind of magical door or like a secret door or something like that.
Excellent. I am currently, like, so I have a blindness spell, but I feel like that might be a little too aggressive.
Potentially. Master Biloxi, anything to add?
Is there anything, like, is the fireplace Like, is there a fire in the fireplace?
Not right now.
Okay. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna flip the switch. I mean, I'll try to do it stealthily, but just gonna do it.
Okay. So Bindu, you click this switch, and you hear there's this kind of like, it's not too loud, but there's this shift in the back of the fireplace. There's, and you can see that there's this like false wall in the back of the fireplace that opens up. I'm gonna make a perception check for Monsieur Garde.
Huh.
He rolled a natural 1.
Sweet.
He
Stepping
won a
through.
nat what?
Nat 1.
Oh, thank God. It was because Melia distracted him, huh?
It
Yeah,
could
the
be.
perceptive guards in the hallway.
His mind is just on the benign questions. What he's actually thinking about, he's like, I wonder how far I actually could throw my halberd. Oh, Master Veloxy, you just saw Bindu open up a secret door in the fireplace, and you see that the head guard seems to be a little distracted as Melia had asked to go to the water room, and the other guard was leading her down to that. So there's only one guard in the room as Bindu flips this magic switch.
And steps through.
What's V doing in this situation? Because I'm really interested in these books. I'm sure there's something here about kombucha.
Okay. I would like to stealth and follow Bindu into the fireplace.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
Ah,
I mean, it's higher than
great.
his natural 1. You're good.
What's happening with our
True.
rolls tonight?
Okay. So the two of you kind of hunker your way into this back kind of secret room. And it's like the air back here is like no one's been back here in a long, long while. But you can see, just kind of looking around, that there are the books and other things that are stored back here are ancient, like scrolls and books and things that are very, very, very old. Make me a perception check, both of you.
All right. Going to my actual dice because these ones aren't doing too hot.
That would be a dirty 20.
Natural 20.
No. Okay.
Oh.
Holy dice don't fail me.
Valeris, inside of this. Well, okay. So Valeris, you know that there used to be an ancient archive underneath New Anderhorst that like had collections of knowledge throughout the ancient city's history. Think Library of Alexandria in a way, for that country. And looking around, you think that this is a collection of books and other things like that from that archive.
Oh, that's so cool.
In particular, you find an ancient tome that is an account of an ancient explorer's trek across the sunken jungle to the mythical city of Edorain. And it's called Venser's Ventures.
Oh, okay. Venser's Ventures.
In addition,
And what was the rest of that? Sorry.
oh, just like what it's about.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
couple other things that the two of you find. Bindu, with your special eyes, you see a potion that is radiating a magical aura, and you also see a what looks to be normal rod that is laying on the ground that is emulating a magical aura. Valeris, you find a few things that are worth a pretty penny. So you find a small mirror set in a painted wooden frame and a gold locket with a painted portrait inside of a woman.
And a locket, you said?
A gold locket, yes.
Gold locket with a painting of a woman. Does she look familiar? Like, is she a historical subject or?
Not off the top of your head.
And can I tell anything about this rod that we found?
Make me an Arcana check.
Got it. Come on, keep rolling good. Okay, man, it's not bad. Arcana is going to be a 15.
Okay.
Could I take a stab at it too?
Sure. If Bindu points it out to you.
Yeah, I'm
Nat
going to
20.
pick it up and look at it.
Another nat 20?
I swear to God.
What is happening? Okay. Well, Bindu, you kind of point the rod out, and Valeris, you bend down to pick it up, and the thing does not fucking move.
Oh, it's an immovable rod.
You got it.
Am I correct in that?
You are correct in that.
Must be one of the
Bindu,
most
I believe-
dangerous things in the world.
Rip out the hull of your ship if you're not careful. But you, just examining it for a little while, Valeris, with Bindu's help, are able to push a magical button on the rod that allows you to move it again.
So I followed a trail of, like magical stardust, if you will, to find the switch, and I assume back here into this room. Does that trail seem to be leading in a specific place?
It does not, Bindu. You kind of feel like that, like you can kind of just see it in the air in this place. Just like this archive of knowledge is like what you were seeking, and now you have found it.
Then I'm going to start looking at all the books and scrolls to see if there's anything about, again, spirit possession, spirit banishment, separating souls, any of that kind of stuff.
You do. Well, it's an interesting story that you find. It's a story that kind of comes from ancient New Anderhorst about the prince's soul being brought back from the dead, and then that prince vying for the throne against his sister. And it's not exactly a one for one with Malia's situation, but that is one of the kind of accounts that specifically has to do with souls that you do find. And from reading it, the context of it sounds like it was a demon devil kind of a sort of a situation.
Okay.
Because you do know that demons and devils also deal with souls. One other thing that you find is I'm going to say that you find a reference to a sanctuary that reveals itself only to those blessed by the Borealis.
A sanctuary for only those who are blessed by the Borealis.
How do you get blessed by the Borealis?
Don't you have to, like, complete the stages of the... You know what this festival is, and there's like certain stages or things you're supposed to do as part of the festival?
I don't know. I know that it embodies like New Horse culture and stuff like that, but I don't know exactly what it entails.
But Bindu, what's a politics check? I need you to make me a politics check. Intelligence check?
Probably history.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a history check.
Oh, his politics is coming out. That was a natural 1 for a total of 7.
Oof.
I could roll
Although-
it.
Yeah,
I
Valeris,
guess.
make me a history check.
I'm proficient. That's gonna be a 12.
I mean, if based on where you are, Valeris, this could be like this record that Bindu's looking at could easily be the reason why Guter Curl's doing what he's doing right now.
True. This could Bindu. This could be what Guter Curl's after. This sanctuary. All of these are ancient texts from New Horse history.
Well, I have an important question for you. Do you believe that the keepers of this library would know of this location? It seems to have not been visited in some time. Perhaps if we were to sneak these books out, they would not miss them?
Perhaps that is a good idea. I feel that these might be safer in our hands than theirs.
Then I will need your assistance. And, I mean, we came in, fully robed up and all that. While we're...
Jethro has the bag of holding right now.
Right, but I don't want to be seen taking a book and, like, handing it to you to slide into the bag of holding. So I'm going to take basically my belt that, sort of keeps the robe where it's supposed to be. Undo that and see if I can't get Valeris to, like, basically tie a couple of these books and scrolls, like, to my back where it wouldn't be seen under the robes.
I could do a sleight of hand check to see if I could make them kind of like fit, so they're better hidden by his robes and like, how his body is.
Do you have any kind of disguise kit or anything of that nature?
You know what? Let me.
I have voluminous red robes.
I was just wondering what kind of roguey shit Valeris has. Wasn't sure.
Not much. I mean, she has a spare change of clothes.
Okay.
She could maybe remove her scarf and use that to kind of bundle them better, or not really bundle, but
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say I want a deception check.
Okay. It's the same multiplier as my sleight of hand. That's only a 10.
Okay. I mean, you did the
Can
best.
I-
You do the best job that you could do.
Can I grant her advantage since I'm obviously trying to help with this?
Yeah, I'll say yes.
Nope, it's 10's better.
Okay.
10 it is.
I mean, we are trying to like rush this, and
Yep. And with that moment, we're gonna flash back over to the action.
To the fight that we win and everything's okay.
I mean, everything doesn't look too dire, does it? You have them surrounded.
Swear to God, if you bring a dire animal into this, I'm gonna be so mad.
And there's a dire wolf now.
Multiple nightmare monsters.
Speaking of the nightmare beasties, this one is going to take a bite at Dewey. Does an 11 hit Dewey?
It does not.
Alright, I finally missed. This one's going to bite at Bigsies. Does an 11 hit Bigsies?
It does not.
Oh wait, it has advantage. You're flanking. Nope, an 11. All right, I used up all my good rolls. The beast is going.
Is he intimidated? I was really intimidating. He's probably gonna run away in terror.
I think that sounds accurate, actually.
Bigsies, I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
3.
For missing Jethro. Bigsies.
Yeah.
What is your deepest fear?
Oh no.
Is nothing not an
She's not afraid of anything. It'll probably be being alone, honestly, because she's got someone by her side always.
You feel this like it's almost like this like cloud comes over you as Trey, Tura, Dewey, Zyzeris all kind of blink away from your vision, and all you can see is you and the beast.
Real quick, now that we're in the middle of this terrifying scene, do I have to use the owlbear stats for that?
No, you keep your mental stats. You should not have -4 on that.
Again.
I will allow you to re-roll that. Hey, let's have a different conversation, shall we?
Oh man, that really sucks. Okay, no, this is
everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you don't get invoked nightmares.
Oh, that was not okay. I'm so afraid.
You do get that brief flash of that feeling of being alone before you shake it off. And Trey, Tura, Dewey, and Zyzeris come back.
Owlbear, you're really yourself still. It's okay. Oh my God.
Is Jeremy back?
Yes.
It is Trey's turn.
We're going punch. You know what this is.
The beastie to the north, the beastie to the south. Which one are you punching? Or Bigsies?
The beastie to the north.
All right, swing away.
Wacha.
Hold on, let me pull it up. 14 hits. For 7.
Then.
And you are not magic.
Oh no, a 9.
9 does not hit.
Then
you
last
are
attack.
inspired because you have pink on you.
I think I used it already and it didn't help.
Oh, Goodbye. 25 hits. All right. You see the form of the nightmarish doggy starting to waver, but he is not gone. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that'll do it.
Big sis.
Okay. God, okay, Owlbear. Me and you, Owlbear. We can do this. We're just gonna fight our fight. I will attempt to peck at him with my beak. For 13.
Hey, you know what his AC is?
13.
13.
Okay. For 7. I just like, like how birds fight, like they just like peck at each other. Yeah, that's like kind of like back off. This is the new pecking order type situation, and then she's gonna attempt to paw at him
A 25 hits.
and boop him on the snoot and kind of make him step back. And then I would like to intimidate him again because I want him to leave us alone.
Make me a persuasion check.
A 15. And then I have Dewey, who's gonna keep fighting these dogs.
He has advantage.
A 13
13 hits.
for 11 damage.
Okay, that one's almost dead.
That's all I've got.
All right, Timmy.
Sí se puede.
He got an 8.
No.
Timmy is still frightened. Tura, it is your turn.
Okay. We still decided that I can use my bonus action to tip a weapon in poison, right? And then still be able to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool. Let's do it. Sure. So I'm gonna tip my greatsword in poison, and I'm going to attack. That's a foe, right?
That is a foe indeed.
Nightmare Monster.
So I'll do that. The dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is gonna hit. You tell me, friend or foe?
Well, he looks. I mean, maybe he's misunderstood, but at this moment, we need to definitely. You're attacking my friends. You should stop.
Well, roll some damage because a 20 hits for sure.
And then what's the poison damage? I had it in my notes. Sorry. Poison damage would be 1d4 poison damage. So. Oh, a 1.
Don't
Just an extra one.
Don't roll too many ones.
I did? Did I?
What, you think you're funny?
Take your greatsword 2 ones.
Oh, is there already one in there? Why? That's weird.
That's the dice you roll for the sword.
What fighting style is Tura? Would it do it automatically if what fighting style are you?
2-weapon fighting. When you engage in 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack.
How often are you using 2 weapons?
Not usually. Normally, I try to fire the second one, or because my greatsword is a 2-handed weapon. My daggers are different, so I don't usually adopt 2-weapon fighting all that often. But I usually just kind of like.
Would you like to adjust that fighting style?
To what?
Great weapon, master. Big hook in there? Let you reroll ones, which is great if you're rolling 2d6s.
Yeah, the great weapon fighting, when you roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die for an attack you make with a melee weapon that you're wielding with 2 hands, you can re-roll the die and you must use the new roll even if the new roll is a 1 or a 2. So, like, if you're using your greatsword, that would let you re-roll 1s and 2s on damage, if you want. There's also, like, defensive style, all sorts of other stuff. You also don't have to decide right now if you don't want to, if you want to do some research.
No, yeah, sorry, I was just talking it out. One of the reasons I adopted this style of fighting was because I had a fundamental misunderstanding of how I could like employ like my 2 attuned weapons. And I think that like now that I know that I can't really play it that way, maybe it would be better if I switched it. I just hadn't really thought about it, and so I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. But
Totally fair, because there's like 10 different options. So,
right, yeah. So I hadn't really, yeah, I'm not really sure. So
that's okay.
I'm
We'll
okay with like,
put a pin in it.
okay, pinning it sounds good, even though I'm sure it would benefit me in this situation, and I appreciate you bringing it up in that context.
Yeah, because like that's just kind of one of the things that made me notice it. I was like, wait, which fighting style is she? So yeah.
Yeah, because I picked it early on remember when I threw my greatsword and you let me summon it back, and it was like, actually though, that makes no sense. That was kind of what I had in mind, and actually that makes no sense. So yeah, if I can't do that, then I don't really want to. That's probably
Bigsy's
not the
just
best
turned
one. So
into an
I'll.
owlbear. I will let you two-handed throw a greatsword if you want to try.
And that's what I did. And because it was one of the attuned weapons, you let me like summon it back on a bonus action, which I thought was awesome. And I'm like, but realistically, though, it doesn't make a ton of sense.
It's
Anyway,
magic.
It's an awesome fight movie moment.
it's kind of great. Anyway, all right, I've lost complete track of my turn. Where am I?
You swung, you dealt damage to the beastie. You have a bonus action left if you'd like, if you have anything to do with your bonus action.
With my bonus action right now, I don't think I have one. So I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna do nothing. Thank you so much.
Zyzerus, you may
It's been a
now
pleasure.
move closer to your enemies.
All right, Zyzerus is going to start approaching. And he's continuing to just start to twirl and swirl around in his blade song as he's going to rear up, casting a handful of this black sand-like powder across his form as he's casting mage armor on himself. And for his bonus action, I'm going to give Tura another bardic inspiration die, saying, "Oh, all right, Tura, apologies for my hesitation back there. Let's finish this thing then, right?" And he's just going to approach upwards towards the beast.
Okay. This doggy is going to bite at Tura. Where is my doggy? An 11 does not hit Tura. This beastie is going to bite at Big Z's. 21 hits Big Z's for 11 piercing damage. Bites Owl Big Z's right in the owl butt. And then the beast is going to swipe
No, he's gonna leave because I'm intimidating him with my pecking order.
Swipe down at Zyzerus. An 11 is going to miss Zyzerus as the claw comes down at Z. Dewey's catching a beak for 25 to hit for 7 piercing damage to Dewey. And then Big Z's, you're catching the other beak. But natural 1 is going to miss Big Z's.
It's because I've dominated him. He's afraid now. I'll start running soon.
And that is their turn. Trey.
We gonna punch. You know what this is. Bop. Punch the one in the north.
22 hits. Everything Trey does, he does it big. Trey punches a dog out of existence for the second time in this campaign.
Yeah. Then we're gonna run up towards the big bad and throw out a couple punches.
But wait, you will leave engagement with the one to the south.
Oh,
I don't trigger. I have mobile.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
You would have to swing at him, Jeremy.
do you? I don't think that's how that works. I think if you attacked, you don't provoke the rest of the turn.
Let me go to feats real quick. No, it has to be that creature.
Oh, well, Lucas, you're right. Take a point of inspiration.
Thank you.
I'll take the
As
hit.
Jethro says, "Oh, Dungeon Master, I read the player's
Oh wait,
handbook."
I'm at 11. All right, I'll punch the one in the south a couple times then.
Okay.
So I rolled for the second hit already. I just can't see my dice
it was
tracker
a
on my phone.
26.
All right, punch, punch.
Okay. 7 damage and
Oh,
24 hits. All right. Trey punches nightmares.
punches, 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 nightmares.
And it's Big Z's turn. Owl Big Z's.
Okay, we are just gonna keep going towards the owlbear. See if maybe it'll just run away one day. That'd be cool. 26 with the beak attack.
26 hits.
8 damage. And then a 20 with my claws for 12. And like I'm still just trying to get it to like back off everyone. So I'm still playing the whole bear versus bear.
I'll let you pick persuasion or intimidation.
I'm gonna do intimidation. I'm a scary bear with 14.
Would you like to add your
Yeah.
inspiration?
Is it D6?
Yeah.
A 15.
15. Okay.
We are rolling ones today, guys.
Dewey?
Yes, Dewey is going to. Oh, I don't want him to move. He will turn towards the owlbear. Dewey. I got to find. Oh, he's over here. 8. He's a little bit, this guy's a little bit bigger than Dewey's used to. He wasn't expecting it, so
8
that's
misses.
my turn.
All right, Timmy, here we go. Motherfucking Timmy rolled a 6. 6.
Fucker.
I've been rolling good for almost everything else except Timmy.
Because he could help us.
Tura, it is your turn.
Real quick, Zyzerus, since the spiderweb didn't work on the beast, he's going to drop the web spell that he's standing in.
Done.
Thank you.
All right. Tura probably kind of sort of has enough movement to get here, I think.
Yeah. Plenty of movement to get right there. I'll give you a flanking bonus for that. Roll with advantage.
Thank you very much. All right, great sword attack on this owl dude.
Is flanking on this?
Yeah, he's not too
So-
large for that. He's almost too big. 16
So
hits.
16. It was my first one anyway.
Full damage.
And then Nope, where'd it go? This one? There it goes. 8. And then I get an extra D6, right?
No, that's the inspirations on the only can be added to a d20. It can't be added to the damage. That would be cool though.
That
Not
would
yet.
be so cool.
At a higher bard level, it'll happen.
But for now, is there anything else you'd like to do, Tura?
That's it.
Zyzeris?
All right. Cyzeris is going to attempt to slice into the beast with the jazz.
Here comes the jazz. Here comes the
With a
jazz.
22 to hit.
22 hits. Roll some sneak attack.
About some 11 points of slashing damage on it.
And I do not have to ask if this is a magical weapon.
Just a little bit.
The fact that the guy that actually has the magical weapon wasn't able to get near the creatures with said magical weapon. Chef's kiss of a dungeon master's moment. Anything else you'd like to do, Zyzeris?
I think that's going to be my turn.
Okay. We got Nightmare Beastie down here is going to take a bite out of Trey.
Come at me, brother.
I believe a 12 misses Trey.
Yes, sir, it does.
Well, then this Nightmare Beastie is going to take a swipe at Zyzeris. I think a 13 misses.
13 misses.
Bite at Zyzeris. 14.
14 misses.
Bite at Tura. 26.
Oh.
For 9
Misses?
piercing
Do you
damage.
believe me if I tell you that misses?
Mathematically, no.
All right, so what was the damage? Two
9,
damage? I think I heard.
9 piercing damage.
For the sake of moving us forward, 9 damage.
Trey, it is your turn. Trey? Trey?
Am I muted? Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna punch, and then I rolled the punch. I think 18 hit, so I rolled damage. If it doesn't hit, I'm scared.
18 does hit.
Okay. I am out of key, so we're going to use a bonus action to blessing so the Shadow Queen or Raven Queen to get damage resistance, and that's my turn.
I did damage to the wrong thing. 1 sec. You're fighting Doggy down here. Okay, there we go.
I fight dogs.
What was your offhand bonus actions attack?
I thought I need key to do the offhand bonus action attack.
You need key to do 2. You can just use your bonus action to do 1.
Oh, then I won't do the blessings, and I'll punch again. Punch. Oh, I should have blessings.
No, 12 hits. You're good.
Punch. Damage. Ooh.
All right, punchy, punchy. Bigsy, bigsies. Unless you want to move.
No, I like robot.
Bigsies.
Right next.
Okay, we're gonna target the owl bear once again. 15?
15 hits.
hits.
I'm gonna keep pecking order alive. We just gonna peck it to death. And then we're gonna boop it on the snoot for 17.
That hits.
12 damage.
You've been consistently booping its snoot.
And I would like to try and intimidate it once again. I wanted to leave us alone.
Give me another roll.
15. That's what I got last time. I'm just, you know what? This is just a battle of the beasts. It's fine.
It's Dewey's turn.
Dewey is going to ditch one. 11?
11
misses.
Oh, Dewey! Okay, can he move though? I want him to kind of move around the bear. To here. Because he doesn't leave the threat range at all.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool
fine.
beans. I should have done that before.
Timmy boy. All right. Tim. He got an 11. He got exactly what he needed to no longer be frightened. He's not moving though. Tura.
Yes.
It is your turn.
All right. I'm going to take, for variety's sake, my hand axe, which I should have on me for some reason, because I have all my weapons on me at all times. Yes.
That's a natural 20.
That is a natural 20. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Should have dipped in poison. Damn. 9.
All right. I got you. All right.
I do?
Because that was a light weapon.
Oh, great. Okay. And I'll do my second attack on it then.
Yep. Dagger.
Do I do damage again?
You have to hit it with the dagger.
Got it. Oh, with the
Your
hand axe or
dagger
dagger?
is your dagger in your offhand?
Yeah, actually. Okay, got it. Now I understand how this works.
Roll it one more time because you have advantage.
Which one?
You're good.
Perfect.
25 hits.
25.
Roll damage with
Okay.
your dagger.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. The dice are with me.
Tura and Zyzeris are making a good team. Zyzeris, it's your turn.
All right.
Sammy.
What
No.
cantrips do I have?
No.
Not the one that I thought
No.
I had. Okay, he's going to take another slice into the beast
Sammy.
with the jazz.
Swing away.
For
25.
a 25 to hit.
That hits. Roll some damage.
8 more slashing damage to it.
Okay. He's starting to have kind of like, you can see that there are like these breaks in the like shadows that seem to be enveloping this creature, and you can see like the blue feathers underneath.
double checking one thing in my inventory.
Sure.
Nope. Okay, that's going to be my turn.
Okay. Zyzeris, go ahead and make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, sure, no problem. Is it magic by any chance? Never mind.
Never mind.
Natural 20.
Need a moment to think.
You know how to think. We don't want to die.
I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go get a drink and take a moment to think about this. I'll be right back, really fast. Like 2 minutes.
It means we can run, guys. We can just run.
I mean, yeah, Amanda. Sorry for that, but honestly, Amanda, you have control. Go for it.
Just keep pushing him out of the way. It'll be fine.
Hey, buddy. How much time is
I'll
left on
just
this
take
one?
away all of the health off the
Oh,
owlbear.
she already gets you? Okay.
How bizarre. He's down to 0. What happened?
I really thought we were all going to die.
We still may.
All right, Zyzeris.
Not yet.
You, like, the power that you feel from this creature when it tries to invoke this nightmare on you, you feel this connection to this magic in a way that it feels familiar to you. I guess that's where I'm gonna stop. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay, cool. So that's its action. The Dogi is going to keep fighting Trey. I believe a 12 misses you, Trey. And it is Trey's turn.
You know what this is. Bop.
Oh, I keep forgetting that I need to be looking at D&D Beyond and not Roll20. Yeah, 16 hits, and you do more.
And he rolled a 20 right before that.
Oh, did you roll a natural
I rolled
20?
2 attacks.
Oh, a dirty 20.
No, it's a dirty 20.
Okay, so 9 damage and 8 damage. Got it. All right, punch. This thing's form is starting to waver. Anything else you'd like to do?
That be it.
Big Z's.
Okie doke. Back at it. 23 for the pecking order.
That hits.
13. And 9 for the claws. Do I get advantage because Dewey's on the other side of me?
Sure.
Okay. 21 for the claws.
Still hits.
13 damage. And I'll try and intimidate again. I don't know if this is going anywhere, but I'm still trying. 23.
Bigsies, you see something like so the same as when Zyzerus and Turos were hitting the creature, and you could see the blue feathers popping through. As you kind of boop it on the snoot this time, you see two of the beaks kind of fall away from this creature, and you could see the plumage of its like chest popping through the shadows. And as you intimidate it, you see its four eyes blink like 3 times, and on the third blink, 2 of them blink out of existence. And you can see just 2 blinking, not nightmarish eyes of the owlbear, but it's like normal eyes looking at you through the shadows.
I don't know how to help it though. Beat the nightmare out of it, I guess, but like, I don't like this.
Bigsies, you hear a voice, a gravelly voice that you were used to, speak to your mind and say, "Let me help."
Azusa, yeah, I would love for Azusa to help. So that means I'd have to switch back that on. Can't use Azusa now there. I don't know, personally. Like, I haven't played a druid.
It's not in your hands right now. It's Dewey's turn.
Turn. Okay, Dewey. Use Azusa.
Give it to the bear.
Yeah. 20
Yes, advantage too.
or 12. Oh.
20
20
hits.
hits.
20, period. He's meant to get 20 for 12.
All right. More feathers are appearing on this creature's body.
I don't know how to make Azusa help, so I'll try that next turn.
Timmy, seeing you guys still continuing to fight these nightmares, is gonna try to gather up some courage and pulls out his longbow, and he's gonna try to take a shot at this creature. Timmy got a 17. Timmy
You did it,
hits.
Timmy.
Timmy rolled an 8 on the damage die. Damn, Timmy!
Save us, Timmy! Just like we saved you!
Trey, Timmy fires off a excellent shot of a trained hunter that sinks into this creature. If it had a heart, it would sink in where its heart would have been. Tura, it is your turn.
Timmy's on our side because of my tea. I know. Alright. I'm gonna do another. I'll go back to my greatsword with this guy. He hasn't experienced that in a while. Greatsword attack. Ow.
Twice because advantage.
Oh, good. Because that was horrible. And my second one was a nat 20, so there we go.
How many natural 20s is that for you tonight?
No, I don't count. It's douchey.
Well, roll some damage.
10. Do I get to use the? Did I already use it?
Did that roll all 4? It looks like it did. Yeah, 4d6. Okay. 10 damage. Anything you'd like to do with your bonus action?
Na boo boo. I'm done.
Zyzerus.
All right, well, that was a big hit from the other side. So he is going to start making his way opposite to slice into the beast from the north side and try and give Vixus a little bit of flanking.
She's already getting it from Dewey.
Oh, then never mind.
Because you have to go
I'm
through.
going to stay right where I'm at.
Yep, because that wouldn't give it.
All right, and we are going. He's not picking up, boy. For a bonus action, Zyzerus is going to cast a spell on his jaw once again, distend his open mouth, pull open his mask, and let loose a breath of poison breath. I'm going to need a dexterity save from the beast. It's a 15-foot cone, but he's big enough. It'll only hit him.
You got a 7.
Ha-ha! So he's going to take 3d6 poison. And if he's resistant to poison, no, he's not.
He
12
is
poison.
not resistant to poison. 12 poison. So Bigsy's Trey and Tura all see Zyzerus pull up his mask and release this poison onto this creature, and then pull his mask back down, right?
Fly your flag, buddy!
He's going to keep the mask off for right now.
Okay, so does everyone see Zyzerus' face?
So everybody can see his face.
And Tura says what she says.
And I still got the poison breath on for concentration, so if anybody reacts poorly, they're going to get a breath of poison to the face.
So be nice.
So be nice. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's going to do it for my turn.
All right, we got some beasties. The doggy's gonna bite Trey. Trey, that's a 23 that hits for 13 points of piercing damage.
My tray.
God damn it.
No.
I'm down.
Okay, and then the owl bear is in a bit of a panic as they are completely cornered. So we're gonna do some reckless attacks at Zyzerus. Zyzerus, a 26 hits you for 13 slashing damage. Tura, 17 to hit you. Does that hit?
Yeah, I think you know it does.
I honestly didn't with your new armor. That's 10 piercing damage to Tura. And then last one's going at... Oh, nope, that mouth got knocked off. He doesn't have that mouth anymore. So that is going to be the beastie's turn. Trey, I need a death saving throw.
Okay, hold on, bud.
That's a
Hey,
fail.
Nick,
All right,
What was my
failed
name?
death save. And then Big Z's.
Hey, Nick, sorry. What was my damage?
10 piercing damage.
All right, thank you.
And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our break right at this moment, and we're going to let Amanda go and put Charles in bed so that she can come back and have an uninterrupted moment for the next scene.
Oh, that sounds intense.
So
Putting Charles in bed, I mean.
yeah. So we're going to take a 15-minute break? 15-minute break, and then we will come back and we will resume the climax of both of these scenes, both the theft of the library and the climax of the owlbear. Wow, I am phrasing. I gotta get something different.
So, what are your guys' theories on what is keeping the Wonder Troop stuck in Shade Valley?
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, we might be the only ones here.
I was muted. My bad.
Oh.
I got a curious question. That dude said he talked to your
Yes.
sister recently, and he was wondering where the kids were, which means Orso didn't give him the information, right? Even though he lived?
Exactly. I think so. That's what I assume, because he wouldn't be asking us. Because Crane also is aware of the quote-unquote incident, in Sabray's words, in Ebon Reach. So she probably used a sending or a message to him. Or maybe he did to her. I don't know if he's a mage. But I think he believed us that we didn't know anything about that.
I actually forgot where the kids are. Where are they?
They are in Shade Valley with
Shadow
Wonder
Realm.
Troop. The Shadow Realm.
Yo, I've been there. That's not a good place.
Yeah, you did go there. What would you rate? What would Trey rate it out of 10?
I give it a 2.
Because it's like painful and stuff.
Yeah, honestly, the whole bathing in blood thing just kind of ruined the whole thing. Honestly, if it wasn't that, it'd be like a 6 or a 7. Really cool. Infinite darkness and all that.
Mm-hmm. Eternal Void.
Oh, yeah.
Any angsty character's dream, really.
I want to at some point have a Trey end up understanding light, maybe becoming part paladin, and then like his full character is him learning balance between light and dark.
Aw. That's some character development right there.
Like on paper, he seems edgy. I try not to play him too edgy, just like a normal guy.
Who's got problems?
I've got problems. Honestly, on the problems meter, I think Melia got the worst one right now.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how that plays out, since Trey needs to kill Alfred, right?
Well,
yes.
Yes.
Or do something about it.
Yeah, because the thing was like he shouldn't be, but like if he's like, I'm not out there trying to kill everybody who's been resurrected with magic.
Yeah.
So like if Alfred can get back, that'd be a way around it. Goddamn Nick, making me have to kill Alfred. I actually like that guy. He has grown on me. I'm not even kidding.
Thank you. Is it because of his funny characterization?
That and he's just an asshole, and it's funny sometimes.
He's annoying like a
Yeah.
little brother is.
It's like he reminds me of Dennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
He is.
Who's Dennis again?
The tall, skinny one who's a psychopath.
Okay. Dee's brother?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Take the shot. Oh, shit. You know what I could have done? I could have made dough. Fuck.
Are you having pizza?
Yeah, I decided.
We'll short on that.
I was hoping it'd push me.
I miss John Baptiste.
I miss all the Wonder Troop characters. They're so great.
Yes.
I hope they live. I really do.
You know, I didn't realize what my favorite race in D&D was until I was playing Baldur's Gate 3, and a kobold came on screen and I squealed, and I was so happy. And I realized, oh, I love kobolds. I want to make one named Hugh Man. He's just 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
I love that. Rachel, please.
Fuck. It was that last shot.
What do you mean? You won this one.
Oh, did I win the tournament?
No, there's still one more course.
Oh.
Let's see if Ryan can clutch it up at the end.
Oh, damn it. I meant to just watch.
Oh!
I almost had it.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
You gotta believe in it. If you doubt
Yeah,
it, of course it's gonna be bad.
every time I do though, it fucks me over in the end. Again, Summer, I'm that person who gets scratched and then always dies. Oh my god.
Always.
Aren't you the
Every
one that started the
every
zero tolerance policy?
she's the reason
Yeah,
for
for
the zero
people
tolerance
being bit.
policy.
If you don't tell people you got scratched, you can take them down with you.
No, yeah, I suppose. But
I
every
got
single
bit
time, like
10
it's a
minutes ago
7%
and
chance. I fucking hate you, Summer. I hate you so much.
Haley says that it's a skill issue, Rachel. She's watching the stream.
Oh no. Oh no.
I ordered my new PC.
Nice.
That's exciting.
I might have it next Sunday.
Oh yeah. I do apologize. Charles is taking his good sweet time. If everyone once everyone is back, we might just do library for a little bit more.
Yeah.
Until Amanda can come back. What the heck? My ball just went flying.
Oh my god. This is testing my patience. Ooh.
That's lame.
Come on. Just make it into the zero stupid hole. Come on.
I wanna spice this up a little bit.
Oh my god.
It's still
You
going.
got this, Nick. I believe in you.
Hey,
What the
let's
fuck?
go.
This is like being very good at Mario Party 5, all right? And then just a string of randomized mini games that have no luck in it. Oh my god, it's fine.
Let's go, motherfucker! Skill.
Just give me a 0. I'm a good person. Okay, well at least Summer gets a 1.
Good job, Evie.
Fucking goddamn it. Is everyone back?
Is the library crew back at least?
I'm here.
I see
Yeah.
Jeff or I see Ben. Okay. I have left the activity. Okay. That was fun. I enjoy those Discord activities. Okay, so we're going to take a pause in this action here, because, you know, that's what directors do. They pause right when something juicy is about to happen. They cut away back to the library, where Bindu and Valeris are strapping books to and scrolls to Bindu's back. Jethro is quietly inscribing a spell into his spell book, I believe. How long does that take?
Well, I can't copy the invisibility. I don't have the material for it.
So what's your plan with your scroll?
I put it in the bag and forgot about it because I was looking at other things.
Bag of holding works. Okay.
Yep.
Right, Malia. You are led to this bathroom. What do you do once you go into this bathroom?
Well, she's not going to do any business. But is there a mirror?
Yeah, sure. I'll say that this is a fancy enough place for something like that.
She's going to talk to Alfred, just having someone to look at while talking, just seeing where to go from here. What should she look for? Is there anything different? And as she's doing that, she's going to wash her face and try to calm down.
And then make me a wisdom saving throw? Which saving throw is it? I always have to check. Is it
Oh,
wisdom?
please, let me fail this. Please, 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 please. Fuck! Can I roll with disadvantage?
Why?
It's your
Why?
character. You can do whatever you want. Sure.
You could also willingly fail whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, can I just thematically fail this?
Sure. You go down to wash your face as Malia, and you come up as Alfred.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Okay. No problem, Alfred. At least she's not in danger this time. Okay. Right, okay. Search up 2 souls, maybe something else. And Alfred is going to open up the door, look both ways, like, did anyone listen in? No? And
Unclear.
he's gonna...
The guard is still right there, near the door.
Hello. I'm going to go back to my compatriots. You, of course, can stay here and guard the water closet. It is not up to me. Excuse me.
My job is to guard you. And he follows behind you.
No, of course, and such a wonderful job it is. Paid what? A gold coin?
Sammy,
2?
go lay down.
3? 5? Yes, of course. Stunning conversation to see that you are hired. Why you are hired? Strong, silent, right? And they're in the room, right?
When you come back in, Jethro, where are you sitting?
I'd say. Well, that dude left his desk, right?
Yeah, that desk is available.
That's a perfect place to put a big pile of books to start transcribing them.
Sure. You see Jethro is sitting reading at the desk.
Alfred is going to look at Jethro, doesn't see Valeris and Bindu, right?
You do not.
Well, I'm not Bindu's cat. I'm not Bindu's keeper.
Oh, I get the context that Alfred thinks it is now. That's funny.
Right, okay. Whatever. Who hasn't gotten freaking a library eventually? And he's going to start looking around for a book on souls, just anything soul related.
Jethro, what have you picked up?
Let's see. I want to see if it's a new thing. So I'll just roll a D100 and see if I got something that I haven't already pulled before. Ooh, 94. I think I've already talked a little bit about one of the book on souls, but I'll say he got something on a tangential. Let's see here. Perhaps a tome from Lysandra Moonshadow, the Keeper of Secrets, Forbidden Chronicles, Hidden Knowledge.
If you're looking for a book with some kind of interesting information, this might work for you.
What's it called again?
This is Keeper of Secrets, Forbidden Chronicles, Hidden Knowledge by Lysandra Moonshadow.
Alfred is going to bolt over and just yank the book out of Jethro. Look at him. Thank you so much for the information. I'll be over here reading this book. Where are the others, by the way?
He just points a quill towards the fireplace and then puts his head back down.
Ugh. How come everyone likes that man? He's nothing special, just an airhead or something.
Jethro, you hear this.
I mean, he's intelligent.
Intelligence, please. The man doesn't know how to practically put it anywhere, and he's just cobbled together whatever spell he comes through. He's not intelligent. No, let me rephrase that. He might be intelligent, but he has the street intelligence of a walnut.
You know what?
Remember how he stuck a hand inside of that chest?
Oh, yes, of course. But if I might make a small observation, Alfred, you seem to have more fascination with Bindu than anybody else in our party.
Kind of hard not to be fascinated by him if my sister keeps looking at his fucking ass. Or thinking about it. Oh, no, wait. Actually, she hasn't. She's been sort of crying about the loss of their friendship.
Is that your fault or hers?
Partly my fault, but also if the man doesn't have the emotional intelligence to realize that we are both under a severe stressful situation over here, then maybe he'd realize that maybe I'm not the friendliest person to be talking to when my sister keeps getting hit or waking up in places she doesn't feel comfortable in. Why I'm out right now, but I'm going to blame Bindu for that. Oh, and by the way, not trying to kill him, by the way, no, just happens to be in the same place. If it wasn't for that stupid nincompoop getting throttled by that one monster, that whole foul cloud would have worked out perfectly.
Would you like a cup of tea?
I'm going to go make a stupid cup of tea. You know what? I'm going to go over there. I'm going to read a book. If Bindu comes back, I pretend it's all little Melia coming out, so that way he doesn't act even more weird around her. Again, emotional intelligence of a walnut. He's going to gather his things, and he's going to start reading right here, sticking out the legs. You know, a little dangling.
Yeah, absolutely. Bindu and Valeris, what are you doing?
Well, assuming that we've finished strapping books and hiding them under my robes, I guess we're going to come out.
Okay, so Valeris gets to play under Bindu's robes for a little bit, and then they come out. What?
I don't like that phrasing.
What?
And I'm going to make sure I flip the switch to try to like close the door again.
Okay, can I get, are you two gonna try to do this stealthily?
Always. 15.
18. Actually, I made that 19.
The two of you emerge from the fireplace. Bindu, you closing it behind you. And as you emerge, you see the guard, the first guard that Malia was talking to, not the one that took her to the bathroom, the other one, approaches the two of you and says, I was not unaware that you had permission to go in such places.
We were given permission to peruse the library.
We were not informed that there were any places off. Perhaps that's an oversight of security here.
Make me a persuasion check.
I mean, I don't think I need to persuade. I think that's pretty freaking truthful. That's an 11. We were told not to not go anywhere.
I will be reporting this. And then he goes back to his post.
I'm surprised a library such as this actually has stupid security. With that map.
And I'm going to head over to Jethro.
Seems like the unlimited knowledge.
Jethro, have you found
yes, I
anything?
do.
Have you found anything?
A little bit of information on a lot of different things, but nothing concrete or solid.
You were able to find a kombucha recipe.
Oh, yes. It was very important documentation.
I'll be right back.
Oh, like the kombucha, we must wait.
Valeris, you do see Malia sitting up on the balcony, dangling her legs over, reading what looks to be a complicated book.
Valeris will wave to her, kind of motion her down. To like come back down here.
Oh, everyone's BRB.
I'm in the middle of reading. I'm in the middle of reading, right? So if you don't mind, I'm going to continue to read here. I hear you just fine.
Is he trying to hide that he's Alfred, or is he trying to act like Melia?
A little bit of both.
Make me a deception check, Alfred.
And I'll make an insight check then.
Oh, fuck.
Is +4
I got a 10.
Is +4 Malia's or Alfred's deception?
Wait, I thought that was Malia's. No, that's Alfred's.
Okay.
Alfred's +4.
Apologies, I rolled my D12 instead of my D20. 1 moment.
Oh, please get a lower score.
Oh,
than
that's even
9.
better.
Get a lower score.
That's a 18.
Yeah, you could tell the difference like a mile away, Valeris.
She's just gonna sigh and turn away from her then. Him. Them.
Well,
I wasn't being rude.
If we're waiting on Jethro and Ben, then we're gonna go back over to the owlbear because Amanda's back.
We got the goblin.
My mom's a bear.
We did it.
Some bigsies. Trey is unconscious and bleeding out. And you are staring into the eyes of the beast. And Azusa has spoken to you. What would you like to do?
Bigsies is gonna respond to Azusa and say, "Yes, I accept your help. Please tell me what I need to do."
Transform back to yourself.
She's gonna drop the owlbear form. Whew. Just halved my health.
And you feel as you kind of transform back into yourself, and Azusa, you can kind of feel like this almost like Azusa like wants to like kind of like make your body reach out towards the owl bear.
Oh, good. Okay. So Big C's is going to call out to the people and say, the nightmare's taken over. It's not its usual self, and she's gonna reach out and put her hand out towards the owl bear that's snapping at her. No.
The like remaining shadows on the creature seem to like envelop like your hand and almost like pull your hand like into it as Azusa kind of like begins to glow. You see that there's this like green the green like gem, almost like gem like glow. It's just like a green ball of light that is kind of in the branches of the top of Azusa. And you can see as the shadowy essence that is clinging to the beast begins to kind of filter through like that green light through Azusa in one of your hands, Bigsies, and uh, like through the hand holding Azusa and into the hand that has like the other hand that's on like the owl bear, and you can feel this corruption like being like almost like purified through you, and you see that like you can feel this connection with the Sousa as it's being part of one of the branches of the world tree. You can feel that you have this like ability with this branch to kind of purify nature, and you can feel like almost like your consciousness like kind of like going up through like the roots and then the trunk and then into the branches of like the world tree, and you can feel as this like corruption runs through the whole thing and back out into your hand. And uh as this moment happens, like Big Z's, you are like kind of experiencing this like entire journey of your consciousness. Everyone else is just seeing this bright light of green just get brighter and brighter and brighter. And there's this just like kind of almost like explosion of green light as when everything settles. Do I, oh, oops, do I have the other picture? Sorry, 1 second. You know what? I'm just gonna use this one. Because why not? Uh, and as this green light erupts, instead of there being this nightmarish creature in front of you, there is a very large, normal owl bear. And Bigsies, as the light kind of comes back down and disappears, you find yourself looking down at as you like, kind of pull your hand away from the owl bear. In your hand, that last little bit of corruption kind of coalesces, and you see a black acorn in your hand.
Big Z's is just gonna like hold the acorn, like close her hand around it and look up at the owlbear and just tell it, you're safe now. Go and hope that it, because it, okay.
And I'm gonna say this nightmare was obliterated in the light. I forgot.
Okay, cool. We'll take it. We'll take it.
And we are out of initiative.
Because I can do speak with animals, and so I can speak with animals, and I'll tell the beast that it's safe now and it can go, and hope it listens.
Okay.
As I turn from it, and I'm gonna kneel down to Trey.
Well, Trey is gonna roll me one more death saving.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to just heal him, but like my attention, I'm like, you're not a problem anymore. I'm gonna look at Trey.
So Trey, roll me a death saving throw, please.
And then we gotta talk about Zyzerus.
Was that a 1?
11.
Oh God.
Anyone else seen the 1 before the 11?
Hold on.
Yeah, there was a 1. And then a 1.
Did it double click?
Well, Trey.
Got time to show off my magic item.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing, though. I'm pretty sure you gave it to Bigsies.
No, she gave it back afterwards.
Oh, did she?
Is it the token?
Yeah, when we went. No, it's the Fire's Locket.
You did ask for it? Okay, I don't remember that, but that's cool. I mean, I'm happy if you needed it back.
You know what? I'm gonna say, Bigsies, as the beast begins to walk away, you turn back and you see Trey laying there on the ground, eyes open, not moving, not breathing, and you feel the locket. Locket? Is it a locket? What was it?
It was the medallion, the Monster Hunter medallion.
That's right.
Her coin.
You feel it like levitate out of your pocket, and it bursts apart, and you can see as these just magic goes down onto Trey, and Trey, you come back to 1 HP and breathe in deep. But Fire's Locket is destroyed. I believe is how I worded that item when I gave it to you, right?
Right. Oh, that's rough.
I think when we talked about it, it was a one-time thing, right?
Like, is it destroyed or is it just no longer magical?
I'm gonna let Jeremy decide.
Let's do it's cracked. That way I can still keep it.
I like it. But Trey, you take a breath as you come back from the edge. Trey and I are going to have a conversation at another time because I need to think about it. We might flash back to this moment, Trey.
Sure.
Or we might do a one-on-one thing. I haven't decided yet. Ben is back. He's falling asleep at the wheel because it's been a long week. News or news. Got it.
Night, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Night, everybody.
Bye, Ben.
Have a good night.
Good night, Ben.
You too.
Night.
So, yeah. We can call it right there if we want and play mini games, or we can role play the aftermath of this episode.
I feel like we kind of have to role play at least for a minute because Isaiah's just revealed his face to everyone.
So many things. All
There's a lot
right.
of things that just happened, and I'm not going to be in the same emotional
So-
state at the beginning of next session.
You all watch as the beast wanders off, leaving you be. Oh, there's the other picture. I put it up there. So Trey, Bixis, Tura, and Zyzeris.
So Big Sis is going to kneel down to Trey, and after he got that healing, she's going to give him one more. Actually, Zyzeris isn't so bad. Actually, she's gonna call out. So, okay, I've wanted to do this for a while. This is a really good opportunity. I'm gonna call out my healing spirit, and this healing spirit, it technically isn't supposed to look like anything. However, I've decided it's gonna look like Vec, the Cabbage Queen. And she's gonna go around, and as she heals people, she like puts little like lettuce leaves on their wounds, like invisible little lettuce leaves. But she walks around and she heals, and I can do it up to 6 times. Let me see. Wait. It gets 1 plus spellcasting ability, so 6 times. I get to heal it. And so I'm gonna do. Let's see. So Trey's gonna get 8, and then Tura's gonna get 11, and then I'm gonna give myself 7, and then Vec will go away. And that'll be like slowly happening throughout this next part, but I just want to get all the rolls out of the way.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah. Were you talking before?
I've been trying to talk this whole time.
We heard nothing. I was just like, wow, everyone's really
Discord
quiet right
changed your
now.
microphone to a different input.
I really wanted to participate, and I've been like saying stuff, and I've been like, I don't know what's going on, so I had so post troubleshooting. Hi. No, more like okay, post battle, I have healing potions. Like there are people who are prone. I want to heal them, and I'm like, I can't do that because no one can hear me. That was my bad. Technical difficulties fixed. Sorry, we're good now.
Okay, but yeah, you guys do get that healing. So now we both heal. Yay! And then, after this Owlbear and Trey and Medallion and Vec, she's gonna look over to Zyzeris and do a double take because, you know, like there was a lot of shit happening and she probably just didn't really think about looking at his face, and then all of a sudden, and like natural reaction, she's gonna like hold her staff up and point it at him because, like, not used to seeing that.
And kind of breathing heavy after the combat, like still the occasional breath, you can just see the venom just like rabies dripping off of his mouth because he's still got the dragon's breath spell active.
Good. You know, no pressure.
Really? Oh yeah, you know, just really sell the image.
Lay down.
But
Tutor is gonna just like pull out like a hanky and be like, "Hey, bud, no worries, I got you." Oh, did you guys not know this?
Bixis and Trey, I've been meaning to speak with you about something.
You don't
So
say.
that was So this has been your little secret?
Something that I fear I've been doing a poor job of hiding against some of your passive efforts. But perhaps you can give me a few pointers on some things that I might have missed, so that others with keener eyes I might be better to avoid.
I mean, the whole face reveal was a dead giveaway, if we're being honest. She's gonna like slowly kind of lower her staff, like okay, we did just like kind of work with each other here, like you know, it's interesting because Bigsy's lived in a place where she was battling your kind, not all the time, but like there's been situations where she's had to like the one with the cat thing. Is that normal? Was that a one-off thing? Like the Yuan-Ti showing up?
It's not Yuan-Ti or Yuan-Ti like.
Oh, where they went after Melia's cat?
Should talk into this.
Yeah.
Like Yuan-Ti or Naga or other abominations and creations that came about because of them are all things that have tormented your family for
Okay,
generations.
That's what I like. I was like, it's normal for us to fight similar beings.
But do you gotta?
So she's
No.
Okay. So she's gonna take a breath and kind of lower her guard a little bit, and she's gonna look at her hand that still is held tightly on this acorn, and she's gonna look at him and be like, you know, sometimes what's inside is more important than what we can see on the outside, and you know, we've been through some things so far, and so that's you. That's what's been behind this mask. But when we were little, you were just a little. And she's just gonna like point up to his hair. It's like blonde, and she's gonna point at the eyes. Like you weren't when we were little. What?
He's gonna hold up the sword that's been in his left hand this whole time. Unfortunately, I was a bit better at hiding it when I was younger. I stumbled across this particular artifact, and it's prevented me from hiding it by any magical means. And so a bit more of an elaborate costume was necessary. And so the mask came into hand.
So that's stuck to you then.
A little bit. It's, you know, believe it or not, I think carnies get fewer odd glances than servant folk.
I mean, whatever works. It's just okay. Okay. She's okay. So she's gonna take this second and turn around. Is Timmy still there?
Yes, you could see Timmy is just kind of hiding in these bushes right here, just kind of waiting to see if the danger is gone.
Does he see Zyzeris? Can I tell if he sees Zyzeris?
Are we about to kill Timmy?
No, we're not gonna kill Timmy.
I mean, if he sees my man Z, we're gonna kill Timmy.
You could see Timmy sees Zyzeris, but you don't see him freaking out, I guess. It's possible that Timmy doesn't know what he's looking at.
Does Timmy need glasses?
He's gonna.
He just saw a bunch of nightmarish things. This might be normal.
It's probably best for now you keep things, you know, covered. And she's gonna kind of do another glance over her shoulder towards Timmy to be safe.
Sansaris is gonna pull the mask back on.
Are they all gone?
I think we rooted out the last of them.
That was incredible. I've never seen anyone fight the beast, let alone whatever just happened.
Yes, Pixies. What was that?
You know, I'd love to be able to like have a full-on explanation for you, but I don't. But those nightmare dogs and this owlbear, they're not naturally like that. There's something that's corrupting them, and it runs deep. But we'll have to dig deeper into that at a different time. For now, I think we have I think it'd be best if we got a little bit further into the beast territory now that we know where that was the beast. Hopefully that was the beast. God, if there's more beasts, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. But we probably need to patch ourselves up, take a minute to rest further in where we're not so easily accessible to passerbyers. And then suppose we can leave the deer here now that we've discovered who the beast is, and that went the exact opposite way I thought it was going to. But shall we?
Yeah, I have some healing potions. If anyone needs one that maybe couldn't be reconciled over a long rest, I definitely have them, but I don't. How many days do we have left on this journey?
We just started like an hour ago.
So perhaps we can serve those for when we're absolutely in dire need without rest. But I do have 5.
Those will
For the rest.
definitely be used one day, but I think today we were lucky.
We were. Could have been much worse. And also, let's all sing the No Campfire song. Do we have a bard among us who can maybe tell us that we are the only ones who can prevent campfire-related ambushes?
You know, it's getting pretty late. We should probably press onward before it gets too dark.
Only bard I've ever met who doesn't want to sing a song, but all right.
He's a beatsmith.
I'm a performer.
He mostly paints his nails black and smokes cloves cigarettes.
Well, the 5 of you, and Dewey, I guess, for a little bit until he disappears, journey onward, and that is where we're going to end this session. Because we're missing the guy that's carrying the books in the other place.
Well,
I just hope Jethro hasn't forgotten that he's supposed to be looking for poison books.
Is it?
Jethro never forgets.
Jethro got a lot of books.
I'm
Is it
so
possible
proud.
we could sneak out of the library?
Without Ben, we could. I was thinking we could do it at the start of next session.
All right.
Because they did specifically strap the books to Bindu.
Then you guys could
Just gonna
strip
get
him
those
down while
books
he's not
off.
looking.
I mean,
All right,
Bindu was the one out of the two who wears more clothing. So, surprisingly, for having his abs showing. I'm
don't
sorry,
think I've-
Jeremy, I interrupted you.
I don't think I've ever. I don't know what the rest of Valeris looks like.
Well, she's anything like her dad. It's hot.
Just before we end, just curious, does Alfred find anything interesting in the book?
Which book did you give him, Lucas?
I don't remember oddities.
Lysandra Moonshadow's Keeper of Secrets, Forbidden Chronicles, Hidden Knowledge, number 8 on the list.
Hidden within the shadows are secrets that challenge the very fabric of reality. They are both alluring and dangerous. Forbidden knowledge is a double-edged sword. It can be a path to enlightenment or a descent into darkness. In pursuit of hidden knowledge, one must be prepared to confront the darkest aspects of the self.
Oh, I highlighted it and bookmarked that one for you.
All right, I'm gonna hop off, guys. You have a wonderful
Jeremy.
evening. Thank you.
Night,
Night,
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Nice evening.
Night.
Anything odd? Anything that he has to confront himself about?
Those who seek
this book
forbidden
screen?
knowledge must tread carefully, for it can lead to madness or untold calamity.
Oh, is that all?
Right.
That's definitely not something that Alfred is familiar with at all. And you don't need a roll. That was sarcasm.
Anything?
No?
If there's like a big book that says "Don't do this," Alfred's like, "Well, fuck."
Yeah, it's not like
I
he
know.
would listen anyways. The man tried to cast a 9th level spell, and everyone was like, "Don't do this," and he was like, "Fuck that."
Well, I mean, it was the goblin. It was the goblin, okay, who brought out Ignatius.
Yeah, and what did Alfred do?
Didn't see it, and then cast Meteor Storm.
Which to him was forbidden knowledge, so yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Shit
So
happens
he
when
was.
you fuck
Yeah,
around
shit.
and find
Yeah,
out.
shit. He is. Anything in the book? I'm sorry. Besides, like, hey, if you do this, you're probably going to die. Fuck.
If you hit the red button or the blue button.
Just says that forbidden knowledge is something that is once fucked with can not be unfucked with. That's the message.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no.
And he got
Ah,
handed
shit.
that book by the Master of Time, so let that one sink in too.
Oh, no.
Probably just a coincidence.
It's probably nothing.
No harm ever came
It
from
is-
reading a book.
Is it just a coincidence? Is it just a coincidence, Jethro? No.
I think
Ah,
not.
fuck. Well, he's not in a good mood. Let me just make a little note.
Alfred is pissed.
Found it.
And how does he feel about Valeris and Bindu coming out? We'll never know.
So lucky for you
Coming
guys,
out as what?
I actually have a picture of what that I decided what Valeris's armor looks like.
Oh yeah?
Yes. Except it's in black because, you know, she's a rogue. Decidedly less clothing than Bindu, I think.
Decidedly tighter pants.
I like it.
Not much area to hide things.
It's very Daenerys. I like that.
It is. I didn't even think about that.
It was nice. I like it.
Valyria Stormborn.
Good couple sessions, eh? Who would have thought splitting the party would be so fun?
Right?
We're all gonna
almost
die
killed
soon,
by an
but it's
Albert.
fun while it
We're all
lasts.
super safe.
You guys were fine.
We're going to be fine,
it's
right?
not like Trey literally would have died if he didn't have the specific magic item that I gave him.
Oof.
Technically,
So that's the third time someone's actually died, right?
That's the
No, second time.
second time.
Second.
'Cause
So
Trey-
the sneaky snakes can be dead bros too.
Dead Bros 2.
Yeah, they can be dead bros
do
as
we,
well as
like-
sneaky snakes.
I love how someone dies and it's like, it's fine. We're good. Everything's gonna be okay.
it's not okay. But if we say it's not okay, then it's not okay.
Is
We
it
fake
is
it,
it the
it's okay.
third time that someone's actually going to die? Fuck.
Third time's the charm is what you're saying? I might actually kill somebody the third time?
We're running out
Yeah.
of geeks.
They
Save
might
us.
they might stay dead.
Yeah. A bit worried about that. Oh.
Well, we'll have to see how the library, escape goes.
Libraries are not
We'll be
always safe
fine.
spaces, y'all.
There's too much knowledge in one place. It's dangerous.
I hope you all read carefully.
And when the librarian finds out you're stealing books,
Hey guys, just don't get shushed, okay? Who did that? And fuck you.
It was me.
Confirmed.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Well, who wants to play mini golf?